thought I'd share with you today some of my favourite books that I use do Relax Kids, and also some of the Relax Kids books. So I've got quite a really good variety of books here, so you might find something useful in here for you and your family. So first of all, I'm just going to not spend too long but go through some of my favourite books that I find children really respond to and that really help with certain situations. The first one is The Invisible String, and it's a fabulous book which I first came across during COVID, about the way we are all linked together through an invisible string of love. And it involves a mum talking to twin son and daughter when they wake up frightened at night and want to be with their mum. It's just a beautiful book, and it really, really helps with any sort of separation anxiety, or where people are being, there's distance between, relatives, or even for bereavement. It just really is a nice book, just linking together how we all are linked by love. So that's The Invisible String. Another favourite is Lucy's Blue Day, and there is a boys version as well, which I'm just waiting to be delivered. This is an amazing book which talks about how it's a little girl called Lucy who normally has blonde hair when she's happy, but actually wakes up one day with dark hair. Now her hair changes colour depending on what mood she's in, so people know how she feels by the colour of her hair, but she doesn't quite understand why her hair turns blue one day, and it's because she's feeling sad. And it's just about how all feelings are normal, and we all have different feelings at different times, and it's okay. So that's a really nice one, and it's a good visual one because you can talk to a child about what colour you think their hair might be today. On the same theme, there's another one called The Colour Monster, which again links in colours and feelings. You can have a really nice talk about, your child might actually associate anger, not necessarily with red, but with another colour. But it's just a really nice book again, just to talk about different feelings and emotions, and how basically we have lots of them. There's a particularly good page in here where I think there's a scribble. Is there a scribble? Here we go. And you're all over the place. You've got a mixture of everything. That's a really nice one. This one's really good for explaining the meerkat, the elephant, and the monkey in this case. It talks about the different types of brain by a very... Jane Evans is a fantastic person to follow on social media. So it's quite a longer story, perhaps for slightly older children, but it talks about how meerkats panic, and that's the part of your brain that's protecting you, and how that can affect how you feel. Another lovely book. So those are, and there's loads out there. I could be there all day talking about books you can get. So I'm going to go on to the Relax Kids books. The ones that I use the most are, see this pile here, the books with the visualisations and the relaxations in that I read out. There are some on my YouTube channel. You'll see them on my Facebook page and Instagram page. So Little But Stars is for under 5s. They're quite simple feelings in a simple rhyme, beautifully illustrated. I'll go to that one last. The Magic Box, the Wishing Star are just great, absolutely fabulous. Great for at night time, bedtime stories. And you can see the ones with these are the ones that I've marked, are the ones that I have read out and recorded and left on my YouTube channel, but they're just lovely, beautifully illustrated. This one is based on Aladdin's Magic Aladdin's Magic Carpet is based on fairy tales. So we've got Goldilocks, we've got The Wild Swan. So anyone who's particularly into Little Boy Blue, traditional fairy tales, they're based on those characters. The Frog Prince, lovely, lovely relaxations, and they only take a couple of minutes to read. This one's for slightly older children. I do find this quite a funny title, Pants of Peace. I've actually used these with adults. It's a bit longer, but there's normally like a link. So the Tree of Wishes, the Key of Luck, the more generic, more general themes, the Bottle of Courage, and again lovely. And those are all $9.99. And then these are ones that are more, some of them are for more older children, but the Monster Handbook is fantastic. Monster Handbook takes you through different feelings, and there are so many different feelings, and how there's a monster for each one that can pop up, and how we can make friends with our monster in a friendly way. So it's not monster as in scary, so it gives you lots of advice. But if you look at that list of monsters, panic, frustration, anxiety, there's absolutely loads on there. And for each monster you've got how to spot the monster, and then the relaxed kids version of the monster, which is really good to get the children to draw their own. When does it appear? How does it make you feel? Where do you feel it in your body? There's a little short meditation, there's ways to help with your monster, some breathing exercises, and it's all really fun and interactive. 5 things to do with your monster. Lots of things. This is just on the worry monster. And there's the anger monster. I love these pictures. Absolutely loads of things. There's different breathing at the back, labyrinth breathing, and that's $14.99. The Dream Machine has just been relaunched. I absolutely love this book because it's one of those books you can never finish reading it, because there's different options. So you start off and you go through different portals, the world of the woods of mystery, and then you'll get asked another question that takes you somewhere else. And there's lots of visualizations along the way and breathing exercises. It's a fabulous book, and there's a map that comes with it as well. So that's just been relaunched because it was out of print and we were all begging my editor to reprint it. So that's $14.99. This one's the Imaginarium, which is geared up for teenagers and adults, and it talks about your brain being full of chambers, and you dip into your different chamber. So this is the chamber of sleep. So a longer visualisation and some sort of journaling to go with it. So again, it's ideal for a teenager. There's actually a sleep tracker and things like that. But again, lots and lots of different chambers, and it actually gives you a guide if you're feeling a certain feeling, which one to go to. So a fantastic guide. All these different chambers. Beautiful book. That's that one. Then the last couple are actually strategy along the same lines of strategies. So we've got this one, Be Brilliant, which is 52 activities for positive activities for children. So there's lots of things that you can photocopy and use with your own children. You've got word search, you've got making things, you've got a memory game, you've got colouring. Fantastic. That one's $9.99. You've got cards, you can make affirmation cards. Some really nice activities. And this one is How to Be Happy. It's always my go-to raffle prize. If you ever see a Relaxed Kids raffle prize, if you're local, this is the one I tend to give because I just think it's fabulous. How to make an affirmation jar. How to keep smiling. All sorts of fantastic ideas. How to talk at the dinner table. So lots of themes that you can use. How to play Secret Angels game. Lots, and it's packed. And that's $9.99, that one. And then this one, which you've seen me talk about probably recently, this is the brand new Relaxed Kids one. I'm absolutely loving using this now with the children, particularly with younger, older children and adults, and that's the Press Here, which is all about pressure points for instant simple care, self-care. Loads, again, loads and loads, beautifully. You can see I've got my notes beautifully illustrated. All those points in the body. So if you're thinking, oh, I could do with a bit more energy, there's a point there that will help you. And for each point, like the concentration point, how to use it, a short visualisation and a breathing exercise, some questions to think about. Did you know? That was a very quick whistle-stop tour of some of my favourite books in the Relaxed Kids books. If you're interested in finding out more about one of the books, or you want to order one, give me a shout, drop me a message, send me an email, message me on my social media sites, and I can offer you free delivery if you are within the sort of Coleshill Tamworth area, Sutton, sort of within a couple of miles, which will save you a little bit of postage. Hope you found that useful. Have a great day. Bye.